He's my dad. He gives good advice, and that's why he's got his very own segment on the Matthew West podcast. It's called Dadvice. Here's his theme song.
He is my dad, and he gives good advice, and that's why this segment is called Dadvice.
Dad, thanks for joining me. You got a dad joke for us?
Yes, I do. What does bread do on summer vacation? It just loafs around. And why did the duck go to the chiropractor? To get his back quacked.
Jeez.
It's quacking me up.
That's pretty good.
Okay, Matthew, we've been focusing on a lot of your songs, of course. Don't Stop Praying in the Don't Stop Praying album, and one song that people might miss hearing, unless they go on Spotify and listen to every one of them, is the song "My Why." Here's what Dennis wrote in. I don't even know why I'm here. I can't find a reason to live. My life has no purpose. I have no goals. I just exist, but I don't know why. In 2002, there's a pastor in California that wrote a book called The Purpose-Driven Life. And at that time, I was heavy in ministry in the Chicago area. And this book came and proclaimed to be more than a book. It was a guide to a 40-day spiritual journey that would enable you to discover the answer to life's most important questions. What on earth am I here for? Or why am I here? And that hit such a chord. By 2020, 50 million copies have been sold in 85 languages because of the world's pursuit of a why. And Matthew, you addressed and answered those questions yourself simply and profoundly in your song, My Why, when you wrote, knowing my Jesus and making him known, following him where he calls me to go, and running this race knowing I'm running home every day of my life, that's my why. I'm fixing my eyes on a heavenly prize, so if anyone asks you, yeah, that's my way. Why? So what's our purpose? Let's look at just 3 quick ones. Our purpose in life. 1, to know Jesus. Philippians 3, 8 through 12. Nothing is as wonderful as knowing Christ Jesus, my Lord. I have given up everything else and counted all as garbage. All I want is Christ and to know that I belong to him. And then another version, that I may know him and the power of his resurrection. You can have all kinds of goals and try to gain everything, but the first needs to be to know Jesus. Yeah. Then you'll find true purpose. Secondly, to follow Jesus. Hebrews 12. And let us run with perseverance the race marked for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith. For the joy that set before him, he endured the cross, scorning the shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. For consider him who endured such opposition from sinners, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart. It's easy to become weary and lose heart in this world. Many people, every night at our concerts, and people come up and are broken, but they find hope in Jesus. So to know Jesus, to follow Jesus will give us purpose more than anything else. And thirdly, to fix our eyes on heaven. Philippians 3:14, I press toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. And Matthew 25:21, we all want to hear these words, well done, thou good and faithful servant. And the last lyrics, and when I cross that finish line and my race has been run, may the reasons why I live my life come down to just this one, to look into my Father's eyes and hear him say, well done. My advice for today is to know your purpose, know your why. Knowing and following Jesus will fill your life with kingdom purpose, and it will direct your path each day. Matthew, thanks for that powerful song.
That's good stuff, Dad. And when we know who is guiding us, there is never a need for us to be aimless in this life if we're aiming our sights on the author of our story. And we're going to have times where we feel confused, or we have times where we feel like we lack direction, but those are just moments that remind us to turn our eyes to the one who knows the direction that we're supposed to be heading in. And so, I'm no different. I'm always moving forward, and people might go, he's figured out his why. And I have, ultimately, as a follower of Christ. The rest is just details, though. Keeping your eyes on Jesus, he will show you what it looks like to live a purpose-driven life. So thanks, Dad, for that reminder today. And thanks you guys for listening.